Lovelies, welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload videos, you will be the first person to be notified. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us. You guys are the real MVP. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into this video.
Lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys where this pan-colored man decided to come out here to share about how pan-colored men, most especially, are so scared with the way at which the society is going, coupled with the fact of diversity and all of that. And this got me thinking, with the election coming up, and I was just able to put up some of the stage. I'm just going to roll it. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into it.
Have you ever wondered why men who look like me seem to be so stressed out and so afraid? Well, today I want to address the changes in the United States that create uncertainty among white men. First, let's look at the numbers. Over the past few decades, the U.S. has seen significant demographic shifts. According to the Census Bureau, by 2045, it's projected that white Americans will no longer make up the majority of the population. And instead of seeing this as the positive thing that it is, men who look like me are afraid. And so they begin to challenge the system as unfair. When they look at societal changes, including immigration, intermarriage, and the rise of younger, more diverse generations, they are literally shaking in their boots because they know that their power and status is being threatened. Historically, white men have occupied a dominant position in social, economic, and political spheres. With the rise of diversity, some perceive their status as being challenged. The narrative of a declining middle class is often intertwined with the sense that white males are losing opportunities in a changing job market, in particular in industries that are evolving or declining. The discussions surrounding social justice, equity, and representation can amplify those feelings. When conversations focus on the need for inclusion and addressing systemic inequalities, some white males may interpret this as a zero-sum game where their own status or rights are being diminished. This perception can foster a resistance to change and in some cases lead to feelings of alienation. As diverse voices and perspectives gain prominence in media, politics, and in public discourse, there may be a sentiment among those that look like me that their experiences and viewpoints are being sidelined. And this can fuel a narrative of being under siege, leading to a backlash in various forms, from political movements to social tensions. It's essential to approach this issue with nuance. Of course, I am an exception, right? I don't feel threatened by these changes. Many recognize the value of diversity and understand that a more inclusive society can lead to greater innovation, empathy, and progress. Embracing diversity doesn't mean diminishing the contributions of any group, but rather it enriches our collective experience. It is crucial to foster dialogue and understanding, addressing the fears of people while also advocating for diversity, which can create a more cohesive society. By protecting collaboration and mutual respect, we can build a future where everyone, regardless of their background, feels valued and included. Things are changing. The demographics of the United States continue to evolve, and it's vital to recognize and address the challenges faced by everyone, while also articulating the benefits of diversity. Together, we can navigate these changes and work towards a more equitable and inclusive future for everyone. Let's talk about a phrase that many people are using to describe the discomfort that many white folks feel when talking about issues of diversity, equity, and inclusion, and that is impact over intent. Imagine this: you say something with good intentions, but it ends up hurting someone. So naturally you might think, hey, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. When the other person doesn't accept your good intentions, it's difficult to hear. And it's tough to think about because we all want to think of ourselves as a good person. But here's the important part. Making a mistake that hurts someone doesn't make you a bad person. Good people can unintentionally hurt others. It happens more than we realize. One common example is something that lots of white folks like to throw around, and that's the concept of color blindness. Lots of families, white families, believe in not seeing color when it comes to race, and they raised their children that way, thinking they were doing the right thing. Meanwhile, there's a big problem, and it's called systemic racism, institutional racism. The criminal justice system, for instance, doesn't treat everyone the same. Black men are often treated harsher and face harsher sentences than their white counterparts. Black people are more likely to be targeted and face violence from the police, and yet they are blamed unfairly. Also, Black, Indigenous, and Latin workers often earn less and live in poorer neighborhoods compared to their white counterparts. All the while, some people claim that they don't see color. Sadly, some people intentionally pretend that racism isn't a problem. Others genuinely believe that they're doing the right thing by not acknowledging race. But either way, it leaves racially marginalized people feeling like their experiences aren't recognized and respected. The impact is the same, no matter the intention. So when we're striving for equality, it's not just about being nice or having good intentions, because good intentions without deep thinking and learning can lead to harmful patterns that continue to be perpetuated, even from people who didn't mean to cause harm. So here's the challenge. Strive for a world where we understand that our actions and words, even with good intentions, can still hurt others. And let's actively learn to grow and create a fair and just society.
Like, seriously, Lovelace, I totally understand, where he's coming from. This video I stitched actually reminds me of a particular video where a pan-colored woman was all out on a podcast talking about how she is not in support of a colored person becoming a president, or a colored person becoming the first person to actually, with the elections and all of that. And someone was like, why do you feel so? She went ahead to give her reasons why she's not comfortable with, Kamala and all of that. And what really shocked me was the fact that she mentioned pan-colored men. She went ahead to talk about it will give room for pan-colored men not to be at the front anymore. It will give rooms for pan-colored men not to be the center of the society. It will give the room for black men to come to the forefront, or black men to come to the front, while the pan-colored men will go to the back. And that is not good for the society. And this is what she don't want. That the way at which the system is, that is just so perfect. That everyone, that the system is made for, pan-colored people to be in charge, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh my goodness. So that means these people know exactly what they are doing, but they are so comfortable to be the first people to come out and say, oh my God, we do not see color, we do not see race, we do not see this, we do not see that. Like, we know that everyone is being treated, but when they actually want to talk about the real deal, like to be so serious, this is when you will realize that they know exactly what they are doing. They know that the system has been built to actually benefit some set of people, and the other people you just need to find out yourself. You just need to build yourself. The system has been built for only, pan-colored men to be in charge. Like the way at which pan-colored men are in charge, pan-colored women cannot even. But when your man is in charge, you don't even need to speak anymore. Like, you are covered. You are covered. So that's why it's as if some pan-colored women don't even care if it is actually pan-colored men that is all in charge. Because when your man is in charge, even if this said man treats me so badly, but okay, he's my man, so I'm just going to take it. This is how the system has been. And she was all about talking about how black men, so that means they intentionally placed black men in a certain position, that will make them not to rebel. Like, they are so scared of rebelling. Like, they are so scared when someone comes to challenge it, and now they are more scared that this generation that we are, especially in this 2024, a lot of revolutions are popping out. People are now awakened. People are now beginning to see the truth in front of them. Like, the lies, the yearly lies, the lies that has been there over decades, it's as if the lies are being washed away each and every passing day, and this generation are not even listening to anyone anymore. They go, like, it's as if they're just listening to their own guts. They are just listening to themselves. No one is, maybe no one is controlling them. They are in position to control themselves. If you watch, the way at which interracial relationship has drastically increased is something that is out of this world. But in those days, it's a curse, which is even still now. But the way at which I see this generation is as if they just want to create their own history. They don't want to be controlled anymore. They want to, find their own truth. They want to know the truth. And this is making a lot of people, especially the one he mentioned, very uncomfortable, because they are so scared. They are so scared to be treated equally. It's not as if anyone is coming to overthrow you, or anyone is coming to take away anything from you. They are scared that the privilege that they have, every other minority group might begin to have it. Because let's just assume that you, as a pan-colored person, you have privilege. Okay, you end up with maybe another kind of, a black person, just for instance. This, you and this black person produces a mistress. At least this missed child might not even have all of the 100% privilege, but this missed child might have a little bit percent of privilege, or because maybe the dad is pan-colored or something. Let's just call it spade a spade. So with all of these things that is going, with the election coming, people are beginning to be more aware. I think a lot of this contributes to them being so scared. So, oh my God, what if these people take over? They're so scared of what if I'm being treated the way I've been treating these people, because they know exactly deep inside of them that what they've been doing for a very long time is so inhuman. That is why they're so scared of diversity, equity, and all of that, because they don't want it. They just want to be in charge. They don't care. They don't want to share their position. That is why unqualified person can actually be an officer. Like, seriously. That is why some group of people can do something and get away with it. The same thing that this person did and get away with. If someone else does it, this person might end up not getting away with it. Just look at what happened to Williams Marcellus. That is just an example. Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational purposes. So please, if you do not subscribe to this channel, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.
Do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like this video, share, leave your thoughts, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.